Lexile.com is a great website for helping your students find books at an appropriate level. Whether or not you know your students' Lexile level, this can be a helpful website. Let's start out though with in the upper right area here, assuming that we know the name of the biography we're looking for and the author, we're going to click on this advanced search. I'm going to type the name of the book and the author's last name. That should be enough for me to search for the book that I have found. This is a book that I found at the library. So here's the book right here, Helen Keller. The page number has 96 pages. For a fifth grader, we're looking for approximately 100 to 200. It's a kind of a wide range, but it depends on your student's interest and ability. So this is not quite at the 100, but it probably would be okay, except that the Lexile level is only at 520, which is a little bit low for a fifth grader. So let's say that instead of choosing that book, which is really too low of a Lexile level for a fifth grader, we're going to search for a different book. So if I know my students' Lexile measure, based maybe from last year's MAP testing that was done, I can type it in here. So let's say that my student had a Lexile score of 660. When I put that in, Lexile will automatically, the website will automatically put a range in for us. But I'm going to change this range, which you can do, just to make it a more appropriate range for my fifth grader. And then I'll click Submit. Then, since I'm looking for a biography, I'll click on Biography. I can also use the down arrow here and select a subcategory if I'd like. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at Biography for now and click Submit. I get well over 1,000 results, which is far too many, so I'm going to use the search options over here on the right to narrow my search. So I'm going to leave the Lexile level as it is, but I'm going to select nonfiction and the page count range. I'm going to ask for a range of over 108 pages, and then I'll click Submit. That narrows the results down to 43, which is much more manageable. So I'll scroll through here and see if anything grabs my attention. Okay, so this one about Marie Curie, this is interesting. I really am interested in science, so I want to find out a little bit more about this book. You have several choices here of vendors and preview. I can click on the Amazon and just see or Barnes & Noble and just see what the book costs and if I can purchase it there. But since this has the option for a Google preview, I'm going to click that. So Google Books is a wonderful resource that houses a lot of different books. So it's great that this book happens to be on here. I'm going to start looking through. It does say that it's a preview and not all the pages will be displayed. But it looks like a lot of the book is displayed here, which is great. So I can have my student read a few pages and first of all see if it feels like a good level. And I can actually read quite a bit of it here. I could get started if I ordered this book. I can actually have my student get started reading right here until the book arrived. I can use these links right here to go to a vendor and purchase the book. Okay, here we are back on the Lexile website. Now suppose I don't know my student's Lexile measure. I can use this side here on the right and I will click my student's grade level, fifth grade, and then I'll choose one of these selections here. I find the books I read for school difficult, just right, or too easy. So let's say that my student finds most of the books that he reads for school easy. I'm going to click that and then Submit. And then again, I'm going to go to Biography and scroll down and Submit. So now you can see that the Lexile level is 980 to 1220. 980 is about the Lexile level for the end of 5th grade, so these might be just right for my student. I'm going to scroll down here and select nonfiction again, and number of pages over 108, and click submit. This yielded a lot of results. So in this case, I might want to go back and do a new search and under the biography select a subcategory such as scientists or artists or historical figures.